Scene 1. Repetition and growth. Lights up on an intimate cafe. Yoruba is busying herself. A moment passes. Enter Ben. He is downtrodden. He sits at his usual place and raises a hand, beckoning for the usual. Yoruba fixes whatever the usual is, along with a hot beverage in a paper cup. He ingests it, and she clears the table. This exchange is done in silence with only the sounds of the props being used. It's a very rhythmic occurrence, as it has been happening for a few years now. Repeat the actions, choreographed, but change the cups respectively. Now a small paper cup, now a large paper cup, now an ornate mug on a saucer. With each cup swap, we see Ben getting more resilient in demeanor. Ben exits and lights fade. End of the first scene. Scene 2. Tell me what happened. Lights up. Yoruba busies herself as before. Ben enters completely deflated. He sits and does not beckon. Yoruba goes to his side.
What's all this now? You were floating like a cloud the last time you were here. Now you're dragging like an anchor.
She left me.
Oh, your girl?
My wife.
No. How long were you together?
17 years.
Jesus. What can make a woman leave a man after so long? You weren't hitting on her, were you?
No. No, I would never do such a thing.
You got a hungry eye?
No. She just got tired of being married, I suppose. She left a note. Something about me being mundane.
You still have it?
I have the paper, but my tears smeared the excuses she gave.
She gives him a tiny back rub.
Poor Ben.
How do you know my name?
I got the shining.
That would explain it.
You left behind your credit card the last time you were here.
Figures. The one time I decide to use it, I lose it.
She hands him the card.
You know, Mr. Ben, your beard is too big for you to be crying and such.
He touches his beard while considering this.
Yeah?
Well, sure. Do you know how much testosterone it takes to make a beard that big? With a funny face.
I had a 5 o'clock shadow when I was 16.
What was that? 5, 6 years ago?
Stop it.
What?
If I weren't so sure you weren't, I'd figure you were flirting with me.
Nothing wrong with a little harmless flirting when you aren't married.
May I have the usual?
Of course.
She executes her sequence with the ornate mug on a saucer.
Here you are, Benny.
Oh. Are we at nicknames now?
I suppose so. Is there anything wrong with that?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to figure out what I can call you besides honey.
Now, I do take kindly to being called something sweet, but I think for now, Yoruba is just fine.
Well, Yoruba sounds like an exotic spice.
Sugar and spice. You're just full of playful banter this evening.
Pain brings out the best in us. Creatively speaking, of course.
Of course.
God, talking to you feels so good, so natural. And I guess that's why the banner flows so freely.
I have a way of making people talk.
You have a way of making lots of beautiful things happen.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Ben.
Mr. Ben, not Benny?
Oh, where's my head, Benny?
I haven't felt anything in a really long time. Maybe that's why she left. Numbness is the only sensation worse than pain.
Oh, Ben.
She sits next to him and caresses his arm.
May I ask you something?
Anything at all, Benny?
Is it true what they say?
What they say about what?
Well, what they say about black girls.
I don't know. They say a lot about black girls.
They say once you go black, your beard turns blue. Apparently you're all so good that it changes a man.
Silence. Yoruba reaches out and seductively caresses his beard while speaking.
It's such a lovely beard. So thick and stunning. Tell me, what would you do if it did indeed turn blue? Then off to another gal you go running?
No, it wouldn't be a one-night stand.
That's man's biggest downfall. Thinking they know the future.
I just want to feel again, Yoruba. Please.
I'll think about it. Come on now, I've got to lock up.
He stands and starts to exit. He rushes back to Yoruba and grabs her, pressing her body close to his.
Don't think I don't know my way around the rainbow, sweetheart.
He kisses her. She pushes him away and holds her mouth as he exits. Lights fade. End of scene.